Hi, Bailey.
Yep.
All
How are
right.
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Hello. Cell phone charger's back there if you need one.
Cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
You need it?
No.
There's one for both of you.
Oh.
Does that work?
Good.
That's 60.
98.
Oh, you are? What is there fun to do around here? Nothing really?
Here,
Yeah.
this area,
Yeah.
yes, nothing. Absolutely
Okay.
nothing. Go other places is the fun thing.
Yeah.
Well, there is a park. If you like parks, there's one on the other side over there, but it's like more relaxing.
Oh, okay.
But you still hear the airplanes, so it's not.
Yeah.
Where are you visiting from?
Well,
We're not visiting. We got stuck
Yeah.
at the airport yesterday. So
Yeah, because we went to Spain. So then from Spain we did London because we just a connecting flight to London.
Mhm.
That flight got delayed, and then so we missed our flight from
Okay.
here to Ohio, where we're actually from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so now you're trapped here. Do you have
So-
another flight to get out eventually?
tonight at
Yeah.
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we have the whole day. We're like, I might as well take advantage.
Sure.
You know, they're paying for our stay and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where in Spain did you go to?
We went to Barcelona, Valencia, and Ibiza.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, the main ones.
Yeah. Just took a lot out of us.
Sure.
We're tired.
Yeah, now you have to deal with being stuck and having to come up with a connecting flight and do all that extra work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you going to do in downtown Chicago? Any ideas so far?
We're gonna go to the. I want to, because she's never been to Chicago, so I want her to see the Bean.
Okay.
The Bean. I don't know. Also the skyscraper. The what is it?
Willis Tower.
Is that what it is?
It's what it's called now. The Sears Tower, and now it's the Willis Tower.
Yeah. Is that where you can overlook?
Yeah, so they've
Right.
got like that like see-through floor, and then they'll like come out. And
yeah.
do that.
Okay. Yeah. We'll have to. I think we're going there, right? Is that where we mapped it to?
Let's see. Maybe Michigan Avenue. We'll see. I don't think I don't think it's on Michigan Avenue, but maybe it is. But that's where you're trying to get to, the Sears Tower?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see when we get closer.
Hopefully you did the right one.
Another one not far from where you're going that's a really good time is the architectural tour. So you're just on a boat and it takes you along the river and then out to the lake, but it points out like the stories of the buildings,
Oh, that's
why they were designed that way, kind of how Chicago came to be. Every now and then you'll get lucky and it'll be like a comedian that's doing the tour, so they can be really fun.
Oh, that is cool. What is the bean actually called? The cloud? What is it?
Oh yeah, it's called the Cloud Gate.
Cloud Gate. Where am I going? Willis Tower.
Yeah, because if you go to Willis Tower first, and then you go to Cloud Gate, and then you can go a little north if you want to do Riverwalk, architectural tour.
Okay.
Yeah, all that stuff is right there. How long were you in Spain for?
We were there for 8 days, and then 2 days we're traveling, so to go there and then come back. So like 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
It's a good amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot. We were just on the go, cause we did it with like a agency, so like they had a lot of stuff that we were like, they had like tours and other stuff that we did, so it was just like a lot, but it was really cool.
Nice. So was it like you bought a package for a Spain trip and went out that way? So
Yeah.
they had it all planned for
Yeah,
you?
so it was all like planned, like everything. It was really cool.
Nice. Yeah, I want to go out to Spain. My family has a villa and a castle with my last name on it. I gotta go check out.
Nice.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so I gotta swing by one of these days.
What part in Spain do you know?
It's Villa de Cervantes. My last name is Cervantes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm related to 1/3 of all the people with my last name here in America.
Wow, that's cool.
So what was something that surprised you, like when you went and you were like, oh, I really wish I had known this ahead of time?
The no air conditioning and no water.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's important.
Yeah, the water you
Yeah.
have to pay for, like, you have to pay for it. So it's
Okay.
like, you know, if you go to a restaurant and you order like water, they're not going to charge you for it, but over there they do.
What?
Yeah, that was just a little thing. I think
Yeah.
Ibiza, like, you know, it's like a party
Yeah.
club environment. That was like, when they say Ibiza is crazy, they're not lying. Like people, like people are out all day, like
Okay.
until 6 a.m., like 7 a.m. Like that's when you
And that's
leave
like the
club.
norm.
That's the norm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's like you have to go hard there,
Okay.
like very hard.
Sure.
And yeah, it was cool. We saw David Guetta. I don't know if you know all of those people. Yeah, David Guetta, Fisher, and then Tiesto, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, so just huge DJs that are there, and they have like residencies there.
Ah.
So
okay.
they have like a performed day that they perform every week
Mhm.
for like a certain amount of times, like during the summer. So yeah, it was cool to see everyone.
That
And-
is cool. Interesting.
Yeah, we made good friends with like the people that were on our trip. So it's
Nice.
cool. Yeah, it was really fun. It's just definitely really exhausting. And
Sure.
on the go.
Yeah, maybe I think in my 20s, I think an all-night party would have been great. But now I'm 30. I'm like 9:30 p.m. is bed's calling me, and I'm done.
No, I mean we're 21, and like it was a lot for us. Like we thought, like I genuinely thought I could rally and like, you know, be able to do all of that,
Sure.
but I couldn't. Like we both really couldn't.
Oh no.
And like the people in our group, there was this guy that was in our group, and he didn't
Yes.
sleep.
For like 2 nights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't
Just
sleep for
up.
like 36 hours. I'm like, how can you function? And it
Sure.
wasn't like we were going out to chill. Like we were going to huge clubs, like
Ah.
those raging clubs where you're like jumping up and down, dripping
Yeah.
sweat, like those type of clubs. So it's
Sure.
just like a lot. And we were we were surprised. And then he went to go get a tattoo there. So it's just like a lot. Like people are crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, one thing with Spain is that everything is legal there. There's no illegal drug. It's all free for all. So I imagine that probably contributes to the 24-hour
yeah.
party lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely were offered various drugs there.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
How was the food?
The food was good. There was some places where we were like, ugh. It kind
And
of,
the portions are different.
yeah, the portions are different.
Like you're still hungry after you eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, the American lifestyle here is like over portion everything.
That's very true.
Yeah. And so it's funny when our first day in Valencia,
Mhm.
we went to an American styled restaurant in Valencia.
Okay.
And so we ordered a chicken salad, like these loaded fries and mac and cheese, and like she got her own salad too.
Uh-huh.
Like, okay, like this should be good enough to fill us up. And when I tell you it was like American sized portions, they brought out like this huge ass salad. Like the fries were like huge. Like we had to throw it all away. I felt
Oh,
so
wow.
bad because we had no refrigerator or anything.
Oh, okay.
So we just kind of like wasted all of it, and it was expensive. But we thought it was like the portions that we were used to.
But they're like, no, here, you're American. And here's a bucket of
No,
French fries.
literally,
Yeah.
it was funny. Actually, when we got it, we're like, wow, what are we gonna do with this food? Yeah.
And we didn't have fridges in our hotel,
Yeah.
so or
Hmm.
microwave.
No
Yeah.
fridge, no microwave. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, the paella was good there. Like
Paella, okay.
our farewell dinner, like we
That was
had
good.
like a huge group dinner because it was like 35 of us in a group.
Oh, wow.
So we all kind of stayed together for the majority, but like all of us were there,
Mhm.
and we got served like these huge. You know what paella is, like the huge, big
Yeah.
cast iron.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see them. They were like huge. We got 3 of them and like a bunch of appetizers. That was like my favorite dinner. I'm happy we left like that because we had like sangria and all of that. It was really cool. Yeah, the history of Barcelona was my favorite though. I loved Barcelona.
Barcelona, nice. So yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. What would be, other than that meal, like some of your favorite things, some highlights? Like if I were to go, where should I go check out?
Definitely. Let me think. I really like Park Güell.
Mhm.
Güell. It's like a famous like architecture. Well, he was a famous what was he was just a rich guy, wasn't he? He was a rich guy, and he got like this whole park designed by Gaudi. He's like a famous architecture, and we like learned all about him, and like his style was like very ahead of his time. So like the whole like history behind it was he was very like ahead of his time, and everybody hated his style of like it's like gothic type like architecture. And it kind of looked like mosaic, but it wasn't mosaic, like the broken tile kind of things. But it was like a mix of all of that, and like everybody didn't appreciate his art until now. So he's very famous. Like Barcelona has like all of Gaudi like written all over it with all the architecture and stuff. And so like rich people would pay him money and like make like houses. And so when you go there, you can see like a bunch of like famous houses that Gaudi made, like designed, and they're actually like they were people's houses because rich people, they can afford it obviously. So that was cool, like seeing all of like the architecture that was definitely like from before was really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely Barcelona and all that. It's going to be a much older city, right?
Yes, it was very historically rich. So I really like loved that.
Yeah.
And Ibiza has beautiful beaches.
Nice.
We went to a beach that was just like straight out of like a magazine.
Oh,
like
wow.
the water was so clear. And like there was like those stacked buildings on the side, like the kind of like in Mykonos where they have like those looking buildings, like where they're in like the hill. Like
Are they like the building where they're like villas and the little structures are archways and adobe and stuff like that? Or?
Kind of, but it was like a very like mellow version of like what Mykonos is, and like or I don't know if it's exactly Mykonos, but in Greece, those like stacked villages, like houses. It was kind of like that when the beach we went.
Okay.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds really cool to see.
Yeah, it was a good beach day for sure.
Yeah, and I think the weather is comparable to like, I don't know if you've ever been to the Bay Area, but it's like mid-70s all year round, right?
Yeah, no, it was actually really hot.
Oh, really?
Super hot. The water was so warm. It was like so nice, but the weather was just like humid and hot.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we bought like those, those fans, like the fans, like the ones you can just open up.
Oh, like the katana or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. We got those there, and a lot of people use them there too.
Sure.
So like those came in like handy because we were like dripping sweat the whole time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was really hot. Like the weather was like 90s, staying around there.
Okay.
And then it just made it feel hotter because of how humid and like the air was just like really like heavy there. It felt like.
Yeah, it's right by the sea, the Mediterranean, so I guess it's gonna be a little more humid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was cool. You definitely should go there. I would love to go to Madrid.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Madrid. That'd be very cool. Like, I know the Bull Festival is going on in Spain too, but we were far away. That's like north. We were like, well, Valencia and everything is south coastal, so.
Okay. Yeah, by where the sea is, and then it goes up.
Yeah, Madrid's like all the way north coastal.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go see
Madrid's in
there.
the middle.
Or maybe it isn't.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the.
Oh, it might be the bull thing that I was looking at. That might have been coastal. Yeah, but it was cool.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. And then you said you went to London. Did you actually get to see it, or was it just a...
No, we were just in the airport. The airport was so bad.
It's a bad experience.
The worst, the most inefficient airport we've ever been to. It was so bad. It was like, so you get in there. I mean, even Chicago, like with the bag thing, that's another thing. But they give you a plastic bag, and of course, like I put all my makeup in my personal item, so. They gave you like a little tiny like sandwich plastic bag kind of, and you could only have one, and you have to put all your liquids in there, and then they have to check everything. And so she got her bag like a flag, even though we put everything in the bag. So you had to wait like what was it, like 20 minutes?
Like 15.
15, 20 minutes just to wait. It was just very like stupid because I don't even know. Because I still like I personally think I had liquids in my personal and they didn't even check. Like they didn't even see it.
Yeah, if you didn't have liquid that fit in the bag, you had to throw it away.
Yeah, so she ended up throwing away like 5 stuff.
Yeah.
5 random stuff. Yeah.
I was pissed.
Yeah.
I was really pissed.
Yeah. And then like to actually get to terminals, like you had to take a really long tram. Not a tram, like a shuttle bus to get there. It was just like, I don't know.
That sounds annoying.
It was just weird. Yeah, it was just really like annoying because I don't even think it really truly mattered. Like I don't know why they do that with the liquids. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It's, I think, what is it, that we had the 9/11 thing, and then I think since then they've only 2 people have been found like get busted, and they got busted because like either their thing went off before they got to the airplane, or like they like dropped it out of their pocket and people were like, oh, what is that you have there? Like what is it? The TSA has not helped or found anything at all.
Yeah.
Like people can sneak guns, knives, all that stuff through. It's totally for show. They do a terrible job.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like super, I don't know. It definitely is for show.
Yeah, exactly. It's called theater. It's,
Yeah.
Security theater. That's all it is.
They would like test us for like bomb residue.
Sure.
They would like because they did that to you too, didn't they?
Yeah, in the Valencia airport.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. I think that's what it was. They like swab your hands
Interesting.
for some sort of I don't know what type of residue they were trying to look for. But they did it to both of all my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you know what's weird actually? I think it stained my book bag. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Mine is like bleached on the top. And because they swapped the book bag too. It's like bleached. It's weird.
I didn't see.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you if you saw
I
that.
have to look.
Yeah. It's just like weird things.
Weird security.
We definitely overpacked though. It's hard to not overpack as a girl. I feel like it's inevitable.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I have a package this big. It's like a carry-on size luggage. I'm like, if it's not gonna fit in, it's not gonna go.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I'm a week, 2 days, 10 days. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's good. I wish I was like that, but I have like all these outfits. I'm like, oh, I have to wear this, and then you don't wear half of it. Like how many? Like I probably have at least 5 things that I didn't, like 5 complete outfits that I did not wear.
Love that.
You know, and I end up wearing this shirt like 3 times. It's just silly, stuff like that.
Sure.
Definitely have to learn how to pack if you're like going overseas. At least as a girl.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing we took from this trip because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you're returning to Ohio. What do you 2 do there?
Yeah. We just live there. There's nothing super fun. There's a nice like nightlife there.
Mm-hmm.
So we go out there a lot, but nothing else. I mean, there's some museums here. Like there's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum.
I've actually never been there.
Really?
Nope.
It's nice. We have a zoo. The zoo's actually really nice too. I love our zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, just like typical things from the city.
Sure. If you like zoos, there's the Lincoln Park Zoo, which is totally free. You can just walk in.
Really?
Yeah, it's not far from where you are. It might be better to Uber from like that side to get up to Lincoln Park. But great restaurants in the Lincoln Square, Lincoln Park area. And then there's the actual zoo. You can just walk around, and it's connected to Lincoln Park. So it's a park and a zoo. Big lake. You can kind of walk and hang out on the lake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We should do that. Do you know if you have to pay to get into the Willis Tower? You do, don't you?
You do, yes.
Do you know how much it is off the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Dang, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I did it, I want to say, 7 years ago. My mom came to visit. She's like, we got to go. I was like, all right, fine. And I got a package, but it was like you get the museum, the Sears Tower, the aquarium, and the architecture tour. And they're all in one. And that was like, I think $150 for all of it.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And actually, you might want to check ahead because they'll do. They run out of tickets. They're like, we have time slots because you have to take an elevator up, and the elevator just up to go up there is like a 10-minute ride. So they have to they section people off to have you do it, and they run out.
Yeah, I see. Let me check. Oh, because the Chicago. This is what I was looking at. The Chicago observation deck. That's the one that I mapped it to originally. I think.
Yeah, because they have an observation deck in it also, and then there's another one on top of the building.
Dang, we might not even be able to go there because it just says Tuesday.
Oh wow. Yeah, see, they're already booked up for the next 2 days then.
Yeah. If anything, we can just walk around there.
I'm trying to think what's around there. Willis Tower area. There's not much. It's not even that touristy. Because a lot of that part of Chicago is businessy, so it's only awake during like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And then there's just nothing there. There's the Willis Tower, and then I don't think there's anything else. Might be a restaurant or two.
And like close to the Cloud Gate, is there something around there? Do you know?
There's a ton of stuff there. Yeah, Cloud Gate is at Millennium Park. So yesterday there was a like street fair. So they might be doing another street fair kind of behind the buildings, like the Hangout Tower and all that stuff that's right there. And then there's just Millennium Park. You can cruise around. It has, let's see, it's just a same thing, big park. On the bottom of Millennium Park is the aquarium and the Museum of History. And then if you go north of the park, up a block, that's Wacker Drive, and that's where the Riverwalk is. So they have the Riverwalk. You can actually go down to where the river is, and there's a lot of little restaurants and bars and stuff like that. And then that's where the architectural tours are. And then if you were to go up like Michigan Avenue, that's Miracle Mile with like all the shopping. A lot of like really great restaurants and stores like Louis Vuitton and stuff like that are all there. And they have big buildings. And then if you go past Miracle Mile, that's where Lincoln Park is.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll just have to walk around and see. You think like from from the Willis Tower, how far of a walk do you think it is from Cloud Gate?
That I don't
Probably like 20
know.
minutes?
Let me see.
I actually could check. Let's see.
It is maybe 20, maybe 15, because here, if you can see on my map, here's where you're going, and Cloud Gate is right there at the top of this park right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just walk.
Yeah, so it's like
If anything.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to just like venture out.
It's definitely a good day for it. It's nice weather, not too humid, not too hot.
Does everything close earlier around here, like normal, or because it's Sunday?
It is Sunday, and it really depends. So where you're going to be going to, Cloud Gate, Michigan Avenue, all that stuff, Milwaukee Avenue is going to be more touristy, so it'll probably close like 8 o'clock or 9.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
not too early.
Okay.
Yeah, not like 6 p.m. like some places do. Yeah, you're at least in downtown. They know for the weekends they stay open fairly late.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Also, right by the Bean is the Museum of Modern Art and the Chicago Institute of Art, the Art Institute.
Oh yeah.
So they're right there. They have 2 little museums you can just walk around. And
Are they free admission?
I don't think they are. I don't think the Museum of Modern Art is not, but I think maybe Chicago, depending on what you're looking at, might be free admission, but I don't know.
We'll definitely just kind of walk around and see.
There you go.
There's a lot of museums.
Yeah, that specific area, there's like 4. There's the planetarium, the Museum of History, and the aquarium. And then in Cloud Gate, there's the art museum. Then if you go a little further down to UIC, there's the Museum of Science and Industry. So there's a lot in this whole little
Yeah,
area.
we'll definitely check. You said the zoo was free admission, or the
Zoo is free
the zoo?
admission.
Do you know if the aquarium is?
It is not.
It's not. Yeah.
So now you've been to Spain. Where would you want to go next? Where's the next trip to?
Greece,
Greece.
Greece.
Yeah. Have you ever been like out of the country around?
Yes, my family's from Mexico, so I've been to Mexico a ton.
Oh, cool.
And then my daughter is raised Greek, so she wants to. I want to take her to Greece to go see it. So that's definitely on my
That's cool.
list, and then Spain. But I want to see the world. So like, I had a buddy that was a teacher in Thailand, so I kind of like learned a lot about Thai. I wanted to go check that out. So yeah, I just want to see everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. That's awesome. What part of Mexico are you from?
My family's from Jalisco.
Oh, cool. Yeah. My mom is from Zacatecas.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Jalisco's nice. Jalisco's pretty.
Yeah, I loved it. It was really great. We got a ton of like the old like pyramids and all that stuff, volcanoes to go see. It was really cool.
No, it is cool.
Yeah, I haven't been since I was a kid, but I definitely want to go back.
Dang. Yeah, you definitely should.
Yeah, I want to.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I want to go back soon too. My cousins, I was supposed to go with my cousins, but I had this trip, so they're there right now. But I was supposed to go with them, and I'm sad that I didn't go. No, but I really like Spain. It was really cool. But I definitely have to go soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I might go later in the year with my mom, but that's a maybe, a huge maybe.
At least later in the year too, it'll still be warm. Like when it cools down here, Zacatecas is warming up because it's right near the equator, so
Yeah.
it stays hot, which is nice.
Yeah. It's just not really safe there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I mean, that's with like almost everywhere in Mexico, but like specifically Zacatecas isn't really the best.
Yeah. Yeah, like you have to know someone, make sure you're only going out at certain times a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like I didn't go to Jalisco, like where my dad's from. He's like, yeah, it's just the military took it over now. That's what they did. So it's either you're with the gangs or the military, and like that's it. I'm like, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, no, definitely, I get it.
But yeah, I want to take my kids so she can go see it. Be like, oh, here you can see Mexico. We've never been, so.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
How old are they?
She is 9.
9.
9.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
I almost feel like you should save Greece for when she's older so she'll remember it more.
Maybe.
Yeah. But it's also nice.
Sure. Yeah, I think at 9, yeah, like that's why like I didn't want to do stuff when she was like 2 or 3 and 4 because like you're not gonna remember it. She doesn't remember any of this stuff. Hey, we lived in California. Remember that? No.
No,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Yeah. Like now that she's older, I'm like, okay, yeah, we can go see Greece. We can go see all that.
Yeah.
Because culturally, so her mom is raising her Greek because they think they're Greek, but we did the 23andMe, and she's Iranian.
Really?
Yeah, they're not Greek at all. My daughter's 0.4% Greek, and she gets that from me. So she's, the Iranian, they just snuck in and said, oh, we're Greek. So they just pretended to be Greek. So they think they're Greek.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's really interesting. But I'm like, all right, well, you can see it. You can see the culture and learn all that. But I'm like, so I don't know what to do. I'm like, you're being raised Greek, but you're not Greek.
Right. That's crazy, actually.
Right?
Damn.
So, yeah, I don't know. So I'm like, all right, here's some Iranian stuff. Here's how Iranians have contributed to the world. Here's some things you can learn about.
That's actually so funny. No, I would love to do that too because my dad's Russian and like my mom's Mexican, so like half and half. And I've always said I'm half Russian and half Mexican.
Sure.
But I'm sure it is not that.
Right.
Like my grandma is like Ukrainian.
Okay.
And then my dad was actually from Belarus.
Yeah.
So I'd technically be Belarusian Ukrainian.
Oh yeah. See, there you go.
And then mom's side has a lot of like Native American influence.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's all Mexicans.
Like a lot of Native or like Aztec even.
Oh yeah.
My grandma looks like very Native.
Oh nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, so then it's a question: how much Spanish and how much Native?
No, right? Yeah. It'd actually be interesting. They're just kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Like $100.
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah, 100 something. Yeah, they're depending on where you go. I did the 23andMe, and then Ancestry.com is the other one. And I like 23andMe. It's a little more scientific. You get like the reports. I'm like, oh, here's what your genealogy does. Like they saw, like, they're like, for my daughter, they're like, you wake up at 9 a.m. and she does, like, clockwork 9 a.m.
Really? That's
Yeah.
so
And
weird.
it's a genetic marker, and like they know what type of earwax you have. It's like really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool. Then the ancestry is same thing, just like, oh, who are you related to, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
which is fun.
Yeah, no, I definitely, for the 23andMe, it's like they can tell you how genetically likely you are to have certain diseases and stuff
Yeah.
like that too.
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. I wanted to see all that.
Yeah. No, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, but then you'll see what percentage you are of this and that, which is really fun to see. They
Yeah.
give you a breakdown and a timeline, and they go, this is from your mom, this is from your dad, here's where you get those percentages from. My daughter's 50.1% B, so I'm like, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to do with like your kid to
Yeah. What they got from you.
see. Yeah, that's interesting. No, I definitely want to be, as the kid, I want to see like what influences I have
Yeah.
specifically. Because it's like a weird mix already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you speak Spanish and Mexican Spanish too?
Yeah.
Do you speak any of the native, like Nahuatl or anything like that?
No. I barely like get around in Spanish. Like Spanish came in handy in Spain,
Sure.
but like when they're talking, like speaking Catalan, I'm like, I don't know how to speak that. It was just very difficult. And like if you have a very strong Spanish accent, sometimes they talk super fast, and you're like, wait,
Like, hold on.
wait, slow down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely like very cool to like know what they were saying.
Sure.
But yeah, it was cool. But yeah, Russian, I don't know that much. I could probably understand like a good 15%
Sure. Okay.
and not speak it at all.
Oh,
So like
wow.
it's very, very small amount that I can understand.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got one of those like Duolingo,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what language do I want to learn? So I speak Spanish already. I learned a bunch of Greek for my daughter and her mom, and so now I'm like, give me something else. And I was thinking Polish, Ukrainian, or something like that.
Yeah. No,
Just
that'd
to
be cool.
yeah, to have it be a little different. Have it be something,
Yeah.
Because Spanish was my first language, actually. I spoke that growing up, and then right when I was like 4, my parents were like, no Spanish in the house, only American TV, only English stuff, and so that's why I don't have an accent.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, even in school, like having two immigrant parents,
Mhm.
like in schools, they kind of like washed it all away from you.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
my parents would say stuff wrong all the time. So like me growing up, like since they have like very strong accents from like very different, distinct regions,
Yeah.
I said a lot of stuff very wrong all the time.
I can
So they like
imagine.
made me very like white.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, that was like one thing that they did for sure. Because I said a lot of stuff wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they
and that's an interesting background too.
Yeah.
With parents from 2 different areas like that.
yeah they spoke very broken English together because that was their common language.
Yeah. Oh
So-
gosh.
So that's how they got around with each other, and then that's how they got around with us because they wanted us to be able to like, you know, survive in America like that.
Yeah. So you
yeah.
grew up learning broken English. which is-
yeah,
But,
for sure.
How did they meet from those 2 backgrounds?
They met learning English in like a school.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, in
oh,
like a
that's so cool.
university learning English.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it is weird. They hate each other now.
Oh no.
No, the cultures definitely don't mix. I
Yeah.
can tell you that.
Oh, is that it?
It's
Are they
very
still
different.
married and hating each other, or are they
No,
separated?
they're divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, they're divorced. They got divorced like 5 years ago ish, around there. Yeah, but I think it's for the best.
Sure.
It just
for sure.
was not it. Yeah.
What do you think about marriage? Do you think till death do you part should be the way to go?
No, I don't know. I think it's too good to be true
Sure.
to be like that now because I feel like I was just talking to somebody about this. I think it was like one of the people from my group.
Uh-huh.
But like the whole like dating scene is just like not there anymore.
Right. Absolutely.
It's just like very broken now. I feel like it's all like hookup culture and all that stuff is very like ruining everything, and especially with like what is it? Especially with like how we all are socially like connected with like
like through the internet and everything, it's so easy to like meet somebody new,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's just very, very artificially like, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely, yeah. I was having a
Yeah.
conversation with a person who's studying to be a sexologist, and that's exactly what she was
Oh.
talking about. How, you know, humans are commoditized. We have these apps, and it's like
Yes.
dating and looking at people.
Yes, constantly just like the
Yeah.
next person and next, and you're just not like you almost like don't care anymore
Yeah.
about other like. It's like in a relationship scene, like you don't care because you're like, oh, I can easily find somebody else.
Yep, and it's less real. That person is, and
Yes.
you're not used to dealing with a real person
Yeah,
because everybody's photoshopped and they're
Yeah.
right all fixed up, and they have this profile, and the profile is the best version of them. That's what
Right.
they're telling you.
No,
But
absolutely.
it's never that. So,
Yeah.
and it can be very hard. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you meet your wife?
Oh, I've never been married. We met
Oh.
on a dating app. We dated
Oh,
for
okay.
3 months.
Mhm.
I broke up with her, and she lied and said she was pregnant so we could get back together.
Damn.
And then she got pregnant, and that's how I have my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're not together?
definitely.
Oh,
not.
okay.
No.
Yeah, no, it's definitely difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
it's-
sure you understand that then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody does.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. You go through whatever, trying to figure out how to make it work. That seems
Yeah.
to be the way
Yeah.
people do it.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's a question I ask. I'm like, hey, when people are married, I'm like, how did you guys meet? How did you figure this out? Like, how did that happen? And it's always stories like, well, we went to school together, or we knew each other from this thing. I had 2 puppeteers, and they were like, we were both puppeteers at this thing, and he asked me out, and that's how I was like, okay, so I got to learn puppeteering now. Fine.
A lot of random weird things.
And that's what it seems like it is. But the number one is it's not dating apps. I've yet to meet anybody.
Oh yeah.
You know, I had a roommate who met his wife on Match.com, and they were good. They're a really great couple, so that's good.
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, but it's like Match.com definitely didn't work for me. So it just depends on
Yeah.
the whole scenario.
It's just hard to meet people organically nowadays.
And that's really, I think, a big part of it. But that's so necessary. That's why, like, the problem with dating apps is that's exactly it. Like, you get more information from 5 minutes of conversation and meeting with the person than you will on a month of an app. And so it's really pointless to do that.
No, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just difficult because people like, I feel like now
Mm-hmm.
people are more like, not timid, but it's more, you know, you're like, back then I feel like people would talk, not that I would know, but I feel like I know enough to where people would just like talk to each other normally.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like people are just like on their phone constantly everywhere they go.
Yes,
kind of
very
thing.
disconnected.
Very disconnected. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so from here where you're at, this is, let's see here. Here where you're at, this is where Cloudgate is, and this is where the like Sky Tours are, and then Navy Pier is very touristy if you want to go there, or Lincoln Park is right up here.
Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are kind of the spots here, but definitely go. So the lake is that way, and that's where most of the stuff is.
Okay.
Going to be.
Go that way, then walk up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you
right,
very
thank you
much
so
for
much.
You're
everything.
welcome.
you.
It was nice chatting. Have a great one.
Yes, thank you.